Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They'll set up the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Check 26, check 26. Showing it, showing it. Kill, 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 kill. Yep. Watch the shit. Under 10, under 10, 10. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Kill, 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 kill. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, exit. 36. Let's go.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Slam. 80 weapon. Hey, Foxtrot.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check. 3 down. 95's the center. Now check. He's Mike. Hey, get in the way. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, watch the slant. 45, Mike. 45, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
White now to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 42, bravo. Mike 42. Push him back. 42. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2nd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
5.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, echo. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. Mike's 42. All day, baby. Hey. Deep grip.
They'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ready.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Team 6. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Get it.
Back back to throw here. And he completes it to Cohen. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a quarterback sneak. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Rock it.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score Bears 7, Packers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. 95, Mike. Watch 95. 3-5. You're out. Big it. Check. Fresno. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down, Packers.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
You ready? 45, Mike, 45. Come on. Hey, dude. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. So we got man. 45 to Mike. Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Dude.
They'll set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one, Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over.
On the ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
High 7. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, that QB's trapped. Now.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
It's now 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Delta. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, watch the hard. Watch the screen. Check. Big grip.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dances by him, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Mike's 42. 6'6", pull it high. Check 31, check 31.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Look, squeeze. X3, 218, chopper. Undercut. Check 3. Fair. Check 50. Ready?
1st down, here's White. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
General West. Bang, 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 bang.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Yes. On deck. Check 37. Check 37. Check 2.
They try again with Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Ready up. 7's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, wahoo. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey. No. 57. Hit it. 57 Mike.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Ready, break. Mike 57. Protein spill. Crunch. Check 99. Check 99. Leo. Kill. Snap.
On 1st down, White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watch the edge. Slam. Gone. Look at me. Zipper.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Tight down. There you go. Yep. Get it. 49. Check 49. Check safety. Recon, 132 fighter. Big grip.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half score. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hatchet. Wide, get wide. Kill. 61, matchbox lights. SOS. 57's the mic. 80 weapon. 57's the mic. Check go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. You go tight. You got rock it. He's coming. Double up.
They run. This is Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a kick.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ready, ready! 60 outlaw. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hit it.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check. Big grip. Big grip.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, Charlie, go. Mike 42, Mike 42. Here we go, D, get off the field. Stop, Mike. Bravo. Mike 42. Carmen. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On second down, it's White. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, Haywood. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the turn.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 13 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Makes the score Bears 28, Packers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Squeeze.
2nd and 5. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, team 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Leo.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 13.
They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Let's make these babies rock it. Let's make these babies cry. Get it.
Now back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
64, weak. Watch out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Hey, Delta.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, Alpha. Hey. Five.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Tariq Cohen. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, wahoo!
You don't want me. Check.
Ready?
Back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bears, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5.